House the Kamurai built official response. Oh, hey, Kristina. Wait, I can do one better. Oh, hey, Kristina. I'm actively nervous here. I totally agree with you. I think that YouTube was built on vloggers, and when I really came into finding YouTube, sounds like a religious movement. Anyways, I distinguished two types of filmmakers. You had vloggers, and you had YouTubers. And YouTubers were the people who had a silly show like Philip DeFranco or whatnot, and vloggers were people who just sat down and talked to their camera. Over the vlog came, I'll put a thing. You're absolutely right. YouTube was built on vlogging. It came down to who was the most entertaining to watch and hear about their life and whatnot. And then eventually people realized, hey, I can do this, and hey, I can do that. And then I think Google hooked into it, and they started pumping money into it. And there was actually ways to do shows or whatever, and silly things. And your stuff is typically 5 awesome girls, all cap stuff, so it's all group collaborative type stuff. Or you're vlogging. Anyways, I really want to try to build on that vlogging experience and just talk about things as well. And I want to do this, and I feel bad because you mentioned that you said, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, and instead you went, hey, no, I'm going to do it now, and I didn't. When I watched your video, your response to her video, I was snuggled up ready for bed as it was. And a couple days later, when I felt I had free time, here I am. But I totally agree. I'm going to keep this short. I did want to try to end by going to the wonderful dry erase board and see if I can add a Mermaid to the collection as well. And here we go. I kind of on the spot, literally, I took the shelving that my laptop normally sits on to do these videos, and I put the the laptop on top of the shelving, which I put on a chair to get it close enough to actually use my dry erase board, because I don't have my dry erase board and easel yet. I'm going to find one, just a matter of time. And because I do a lot of computer programming stuff, I tend to use this a lot. But let's get on with it. My version of a mermaid, I did like Hayley's comments about how mermaids are always sluttastic, and that's usually the thing, because it's a sailor's fantasy type thing, about like them saving sailors who get stranded in the ocean and whatnot, or lure them to their death, and you can't do that unless you're a little skankalicious. So props on your skanky, but I'm going to go with much more of a naturalist, because as Hayley mentioned, they're usually just wearing a couple seashells. But so hopefully we'll be able to start with a little sensor bar, and we'll just work around that. So that means obviously she's going to have some boobies. She's going to have a little hourglass waist, because let's face it, in your ocean, you get all that swimming, and we can actually do a little crazy abs going on. And I think typically we got, I'll go ahead and I'll finish off the fish body. We'll go ahead and do something like this. Oh, she's got some tips, huh? I'm doing green, I don't know why, but yeah, I think it goes without saying I'm no artist. Shoulders going around the breasts. Go ahead and try how to be a modest analyzing mermaid. Come up here and we'll try to give her a pretty face, I guess. A little bit of cheekbones going on there. Now, while I'm a fan of redheads in general, try to do a couple links here. I agree. The aerial things are typical, and I hate to support Disney in any of their endeavors, but I'm going to go ahead and do a purple. Let's see. Kind of do like the widow's peak, I guess, to start with. I probably should put the ears on here first. Kind of do a little elvish, pointy-ish ears. little ruby red lips to tantalize those sailors. Some big blue eyes, a little button nose, her mascara on there. Because she's out in the ocean all the time and the water's supposedly refracts, let's go ahead and make her a little darker. She's just got a really deep tan going on, and left one arm out of the tank, but apparently. Here's my crazy-looking, sultry, seaman luring monster of a mermaid. It's not gonna make me jump ship, but then again, she's not as pretty as you, Kristina. I'm Kamurai. Have a wonderful day.